There isn't much worse in this world than feeling unwanted or unloved. This usually wasn't a problem for a shy, yellow Pegasus mare in Ponyville by the name of Fluttershy. But this morning, she lay in bed and stared at the ceiling intently. Her skin crawled at the idea of getting out of bed without a plan. She had to win the heart of her love. She had to find some way to make Anonymous hers. But there was a major problem. Fluttershy sighed, rolling over in bed. Despite all her best efforts to court the human, guess his preferences, sweet-talk him, mean-talk him, get in his pants, ignore him, glomp him, and even spy on him, she had absolutely zero idea how to make him hers. It's not like she had any competition. None of the other mares in Ponyville had any interest in Anon. Mostly because of the whole different species thing, which she really didn't see the big deal in. And for some reason, that made some ponies uncomfortable. Yet, despite zero competition, zero roadblocks, and zero other suitors, Anon hadn't even paid Fluttershy a single thought. Hell, he hadn't even settled for Fluttershy. Which, right now, as she stared at the ceiling, she was just masochistic enough to be okay with.
Is there anything I haven't tried yet?
She asked the dead, quiet room. A few birds outside chirped, providing the best possible response she was going to get, which, when it was translated through Fluttershy's ears from bird speak, amounted to, "Man, it's late this morning. Think we aren't getting any food?" Fluttershy sighed and finally stumbled out of bed, deciding that she would take her morning trip to Anon's house anyway, despite not having a fetish to guess. Fluttershy walked down the road to Anon's home slowly, still trying to find some way to salvage the situation.
Have I tried Futanari yet? Yeah, I think so. What about glory holes? Oh, right. I remember that one.
She raised her head as she watched a familiar human approaching her on the path.
Wait, Anon?
Anon groaned as he passed by.
No time for a guest today. I've got a shop. Bad.
So bad that it can't wait for a punchline?
We're not getting meta today. Stop it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go help reorganize your things, if that's alright with you.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. I need TP now. Do whatever you want, just don't touch my stuff.
Anon waddled by Fluttershy as she stared past him.
So, does this mean I can touch his things, or I can't?
She thought to herself.
There was an okay in there somewhere. I'll take that as a yes.
A smile curled on the Pegasus's face as she trotted towards his home with a new spring in her step. Finally, after all this time, she could finally move the plant that she kept kicking every time she snuck into his home to watch him sleep. Fluttershy opened the door to Anon's home and closed it behind her. The layout wasn't unfamiliar, but it was odd to finally be in here with some form of, well, consent. Informed consent, no less.
Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I should just try to be nice more often, and not try to win Anon's heart through getting into his bed. Maybe I should just see if he wants to go on a date sometime.
Fluttershy looked around, then moved the potted plant that was close to the window.
Nonsense. Now then, where's his underwear drawer?
The Pegasus developed a blush as she fluttered up the steps of Anon's home to his bedroom. Stepping inside his room, she took a moment to simply enjoy the scene. The dirty clothes on the floor screamed, "I need someone to take care of me." The blanket pulled away on one side of the bed said to her, "If only there was another pony sleeping in here with me." The empty soda cans on the dresser said, well, he liked soda. Fluttershy pulled open the top drawer to reveal her prize. Row upon row of clean, folded, and ready-for-use boxers.
Oh, Wooga!
She smiled and immediately went for her favorite pair, the Heartbreaker. She named it that because it was white and covered in hearts. Then, when she was tossed out of his home for trying to steal them, she broke Anon's mailbox by accident. To be honest, he probably could have aimed better, then she would have hit the mud puddle like he wanted. Fluttershy sighed and took a big whiff of the undergarments. But sadly, they only had the lasting scent of dryer lint and fabric softener. She placed them back, but noticed something else in the drawer. Something other than underwear. Sitting in the back of the drawer, hiding under several pairs of old boxers, was what looked like movies. Fluttershy pulled each box out individually and read their titles aloud.
Hardcore Human Sluts 4? Taking it big and taking it to the limit? Barely legal and at school?
Fluttershy smiled as she shuffled through the movies. It was porn. There was no doubt about that. Fluttershy was no stranger to porn. That was the thing about being one of the quiet ones. Something, crazy sex mare cliche. But the important thing that kept her attention was that she hadn't seen these before. Which also wasn't really a shock. She couldn't have claimed to watch every porn in the world. But this had humans on the cover. This was human porn. Maybe this was it.
Maybe if I take these home, I can learn the human meeting call,
she whispered. Fucking fuck! Fucking fuck! Of course, you left for 15 minutes and Fluttershy stole your porn. Awesome, great, peachy, swell. You pace your home trying to figure out what the hell to do next. Do you file a stolen item report to the police? She usually just brings everything back when she's done with it. So it could certainly be much worse. Plus, going to the police about stolen porn doesn't particularly sound like the best use of your day. But god damn it, you have a system. Step 1, wake up. Step 2, shit, shower, shave. In that order. You were lucky that it was that order because today you were out of toilet paper. But it still felt wrong. So wrong. You shudder as you continue your internal monologue. Step 3, have breakfast interrupted by Fluttershy's fetish guess. Step 4, finish a cold breakfast, then complain about it. Step 5, jerk off. Step 6, loiter around town and pester other ponies until someone pities you enough to love you. It was a flawless plan. But you were now at least 5 hours late to complete Step 5, and a part of you was beginning to feel antsy. Maybe she isn't coming back today. Sure, you could always just jerk off without porn. But shit, then you'd have to use your imagination or something. That just seems like work. Plus, those videos were the last thing holding you to some sense of sanity in this world. Without them, you might actually consider having sex with a horse. You shudder at the thought. Running a hand through your hair, you try to take a deep breath.
Well, shit. I guess the best I can do now is try to follow Step 6. Ugh. Fucking Fluttershy.
You mutter under your breath. Walking out of your home, you slam the door behind you and make your way into town. Shoving your hands into your pockets, you wonder how long it's going to be before Fluttershy brings your porn back. You suppose you could just confront her about it. However, something tells you that's a way too easy and convenient way to end the situation. Instead, you need to find some way to complain about it. Pinkie Pie usually listens when you have something to complain about. Even if it's because she's a waitress at a bakery that makes just enough to get by and your tips are what helps her make a decent livelihood. You push your way past the ponies in town and open the door to the bakery with significantly more force than necessary.
Oh, hey, Nani. How are you?
It's way too complicated to explain.
You answer, approaching the counter. Pinkie scoffs, then shakes her head.
Is it Fluttershy again? I swear, Anon, I don't see why you don't finally just go on a date with her.
May,
You reply.
are you crazy? That pony is bonkers! There is no way I'd go on a date with her.
Pinkie shakes her head, but makes her way over to the other end of the counter.
Right. Whatever you say, Nani.
You don't believe me?
Nope. I've known Fluttershy for years. I swear, Nani, you just gotta give her a chance. She's the sensitive type, not the...
The bell that hangs on the door jingles. Fluttershy opens the door to Sugar Cube Corner with a proud look on her face. Mr. and Mrs. Cake walk into the room, holding pumpkin cake and pound cake.
Oh, hey Fluttershy. We were just talking about you.
Pinkie says. Fluttershy takes a deep breath as she approaches you.
Anon, can I ask you a question?
You groan and place a hand over your eyes.
Do you think I can pay you in any other way?
What?
I could take care of this big problem of yours.
Fluttershy, what?
You see, I need some extra sausage on my pizza. And in my mouth.
The cakes look at each other and then cover their foal's ears.
Please, Daddy, give it to me.
Pinky's jaw drops. You turn tail and begin to walk out of the bakery. You have absolutely no idea why Fluttershy suddenly began spouting porn dialogue at you, but you do not even have a little bit of patience for this.
I want to be your little slut.
Fluttershy calls after you, following you out of the bakery.
Fluttershy, go away.
I need you to clean the pipes.
She cries desperately. A little filly across the street is yanked by her mother to pick up the pace.
Fucking people are looking!
But it's my first time, Anon.
You pick up the pace as well, but she flutters into the air and keeps up with you.
Stop!
My husband doesn't have to know, you know.
You aren't married!
But
You stop, then turn to her.
Please, tell me you don't think that porn dialogue is going to get you in my pants.
She remains silent, unsure of how to answer your question.
Oh my god, Fluttershy.
You groan, throwing your hands into the air.
well, I thought it was like a mating call and...
No! That's not how it works. No, just... No.
My daddy taught me not to be ashamed of our dicks.
Fluttershy says. You stare at her. She stares at you.
My place, 5 minutes.
You mutter.
Okay.
The end.